You can add them onto your Christmas decorations or use them as decorative pieces for your market display setup. If you prefer a Christmas hat or scarf, these are from my Gudetama PomPomPurin tutorial. I will link it in the description if you want to make them. You can wear the scarf around them like this. Pause to see the materials you will need. We will start with the head. Make a magic ring. Do 6 single crochet in the magic ring. Pull the tail to close the hole. On round 2, do an increase in the first stitch. Mark the first single crochet with stitch marker. Now do 5 increase for the round, so total 6 increase. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. On round 3, do a single crochet in the first stitch. Mark your first single crochet with a stitch marker, then do increase in the next stitch. Now repeat single crochet increase a total of 6 times. Going to fast forward to the end. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. Now we are going to do single crochet 2 increase. Mark your first single crochet with a stitch marker. Now repeat single crochet 2 increase a total of 6 times. Going to fast forward to the end. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. Pull the magic ring tail to tighten the magic ring. On round 5 to round 8, do 24 single crochet. Mark your first single crochet with a stitch marker. Going to fast forward to the end of round 8. Now at the end of round 8. Remove the stitch marker when you finish round 8. Now do 2 single crochet decrease. Mark your first single crochet with a stitch marker. Use invisible decrease for all your decrease. Repeat single crochet 2 decrease a total of 6 times. Going to fast forward to the end. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. Now do single crochet decrease. Mark your first single crochet with a stitch marker. Use invisible decrease for all your decrease. Now repeat single crochet decrease a total of 6 times. Going to fast forward to the end. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. Add stuffing into the head here. On the last round, do decrease 6 times. Use invisible decrease for all your decrease. End the round with slip stitch in the first stitch. Leave a tail to sew. Now you want to sew the tail outwards in the front loops of the next 4 stitches to close the hole. When you are done, sew into the middle of the hole towards the top of the head. Pull the tail to tighten the hole. Now sew a knot on the top row within the tail and cut. Hide the ends in the head. The head is done. We will now do the face. Use this part where the first stitch starts as a guide. We will use this side as the front. Count row 6 and row 7 for the eyes. Insert them 3 stitches apart. You can glue the eyes on. Use red yarn to sew the mouth. Sew it on one stitch between the eyes, between row 7 and row 8. Sew in from the top of the head. Leave a tail to fasten off later. Sew to the other tail to tie them together. Loosen and pull down the yarn a little so you can make a smile. Tie them together, weave in and cut. Hide the ends in the head. For the dress, we are going to crochet directly onto the head. Mark out a circle between row 2 and row 3 at the bottom of the head. Make sure the circle has a total of 12 stitches. We will start at the back of the head. We are going to crochet in a clockwise direction. Insert your hook into the first stitch. Take your yarn for the dress. Leave a bit of tail. Now yarn over and pull the yarn through. And yarn over again to make a slip knot. The slip knot is counted as the first stitch. Now do single crochet in each of the stitches. So you insert your hook in and do single crochet until you reach the end. When you reach the 10th stitch, your stitch will shift by 1 row. Check that you have 12 stitches for the round. On round 2, start in this first stitch, which is also the slip knot. Do an increase in the first stitch. Mark the first single crochet with stitch marker. Your second stitch is going to be hidden by the increase, so do not miss it. Insert your hook in and take the tail. We are going to hide the tail as we crochet. Do an increase in the second stitch. Do increase for all the stitches in this round. Hide the tail in about 4 stitches. And then you can cut the tail. Finish the round with a total of 12 increase. Going to fast forward. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. On round 3, do 24 single crochet. Mark your first single crochet with a stitch marker. Do single crochet in all the stitches. Going to fast forward to the end. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. Now repeat 24 single crochet from round 4 to round 8. Mark your first single crochet with a stitch marker. Going to fast forward to the end of round 8. Now at the end of round 8. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. Then end the round with slip stitch in the first stitch. Leave a tail to fasten off. Now we are going to sew the tail into the next stitch. Sew a knot on this stitch inside. And then weave in the ends and cut. You can gently adjust the stitches to smooth out the round. Weave in a few more stitches. And then cut. The dress is done. This is how it looks like on the inside. To make the ribbon, leave a longer tail when making your magic ring. Make a magic ring with red or green yarn. do a chain 1. You want to have 2 chains on your magic ring. So if your magic ring didn't already have a chain on it, do a chain 2 instead. Do 4 double crochet in the magic ring. Pull the tail to close the hole a little. Now do a slip stitch into the hole in the middle. Now we repeat again for the other side of the ribbon. Do a chain 2. Now do 4 double crochet into the hole in the middle. You can pull away the stitches if the space is getting tight. And then end the round with slip stitch in the middle. Leave a longer tail to tie around the ribbon during sewing. You can pull the magic ring tail to tighten the hole. We are going to twirl the longer tail around the ribbon when we sew. I will be using white ribbon for the red door and red ribbon for the green door. To sew the ribbon, take the tail from the magic ring. Count row 1 to 3 from the neck. Sew in between row 2 and row 3. Now take the other longer tail. You want to sew it from the bottom to the top. Go around the ribbon and repeat the sewing 3 times. When you are done, sew a knot at the top of the ribbon to secure it. And then sew one more knot at the bottom of the ribbon. Sew in the tail. Tie them together. Now weave in both tails into the nearest row. If it's a little difficult, you can just cut the tails away and leave the knot inside the dress. Once you weave it in, cut the tails to finish. The ribbon is done. This is how they look on the inside. Both the red and green dresses. To make the head, make a magic ring with red or green yarn. Do 4 single crochet in the magic ring. Pull the tail to close the hole. Do an increase in the first stitch. Do single crochet in the next stitch. And then repeat increase single crochet again. On round 3, do 6 single crochet. Next round, do increase single crochet 3 times. On round 5, do 9 single crochet. Press the tip and pull the magic ring tail to tighten the magic ring. You can hide the magic ring tail inside the head. Next round, do increase 2 single crochet, a total of 3 times. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. On round 7, do 12 single crochet. Mark your first single crochet with a stitch marker. Going to fast forward. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. Next round, do increase single crochet a total of 6 times. Mark the first single crochet with stitch marker. Going to fast forward to the end. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. On the last round, do increase 2 single crochet a total of 6 times. Mark the first single crochet with stitch marker. Going to fast forward to the end. Remove the stitch marker when you reach the end. Then end the round with slip stitch in the first stitch. Leave a tail to sew around the head. The head is done. Now we are going to sew on the head. Fill your head with some stuffing. Place the head with the sewing tail on the left side of the head. The front of the head will cover 3 rows down. And at the back, it will cover 4 rows. For the first stitch, we are going to sew up 1 row. Now you can continue to sew around the head. Just follow the stitches and sew. If the next stitch does not align, sew into the next stitch before continuing to sew into the head, so we can make the stitches align again. It can also create some thickness for the rim. Going to fast forward to the last stitch. We are now sewing the last stitch. Sew forward 1 more stitch. and then sew a knot to finish the sewing. Weave in the tail and cut. Puff up the head a bit. The head is done. Here's the green one. Glue the pom-pom at the tip of the head. Let it sit for a while for the glue to dry. You can decorate them around your space. Christmas hats and scarves are from my Gudetama PomPomPurin tutorial. You can use them together with the previous reindeer tutorial. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.